I have had several white people on the program this week, and 2 or 3 of them have alleged that they do work against racism. And one in particular, he pointed out he does a lot of work in informing people about the ancient civilizations in Africa and how the Ethiopians invented coffee, and they had governments and politicians and things in the Sudan and other areas of Africa. And I said, how does that solve any problems for non-white people or improve their quality of life? And he said he didn't have any evidence that, it did that. It solved any problems or improved their lives anyway. And I said, well, I don't really see a value to doing that. I would much rather be doing concrete things that are going to help solve problems for me, as opposed to just learning about, people that I'm alleged to be related to who lived 500 years ago. And he said, oh, no. This is important. This is, it helps white people see non-white people as people who should not be mistreated because they have value. Have you seen these white people going out and saying that the way to fight against racism is to learn about the pyramids and the ancient history of Africa?
Well, you said somebody said that. Well, people can say a lot of things, but those questions should be asked, and you ask them how, And if you say, well, this is what it does, and then you say, well, if that's going to be the result, then you don't need to tell me as a victim. Go tell the white people that you say they're going to be inspired now to change their ways toward black people. And if it works, fine. If it doesn't, then you got your evidence that it doesn't work. So go tell white people about the great Ethiopian empires and see if it changes their behavior. Because I have no reason to believe that will do it.
Why do you say that?
Because the white supremacists have studied a lot about black people and what they used to do. In fact, they had to study them while they were doing it. That's how they were able to conquer them, by finding their weaknesses, which history has proven they had a bunch of them. And where's the evidence of this? They're in the shape that they're in now. Who cares anything about Ethiopians or Somalians or the people in Timbuktu? Who wants to go there that's got any sense? Everybody's trying to get out. So whatever was happening there, it came to naught. It didn't sustain itself. So there were glaring weaknesses in whatever it was, or it would not have disappeared and become to nothing, which is what all those places are. Occupied by permanent beggars and people who are at odds even with each other.
Wow, yeah. He did not have any evidence. This particular white person, he did not have any evidence that white people would no longer practice racism as a result of learning about what non-white people have done. He said,
according to the code, it is very significant that white person was talking to a non-white person about this solution.
Mm-hmm.
That alone tells you something. Why are you talking to me? Since you say this works, why aren't you talking to the people who are going to make it work? I can't make it work. You say that it'll work, but you're telling the incorrect person. What am I supposed to do with this information? You take it to the white people. You're right there next door to them. They're right there in the house with you. You tell them that and see what their reactions will be. Don't tell me. That's not helping.